Megan's getting ready, so she couldn't help me on this one. There are things doing conventional therapy that I lost. For a while, I lost my hair. Now it's relocating, but I lost some of my eyesight, I lost some of my hearing, lost my sense of smell, my sense of taste, lost my saliva glands, my teeth, the ability to shout. That's gone. I'm sure my wife probably appreciates that. I ended up with neuropathy real bad in my feet. I can't stay on them for long. And I don't do well on uneven surfaces. I got to see where I'm walking, basically. My hands have neuropathy. Less so than my feet, but enough to not be able to use buttons that much. My face. And I'm sure it's done extra damage to my organs. The arthritis from the injury in my neck, my shoulders, my knees has sped up. Those are the things I lost doing conventional therapy. There's a lot of talk about alternative therapies, which I do an alternative for my non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I tried conventional and it just about killed me. And I'm not saying conventional was easy for my throat. For 1 year of my life, I lived in what most people would think was pure hell. What I would call hell. And I told you right then what I lost. But I didn't tell you, and you never hear what you gain. My parents both died. And I wasn't here to, not that I wanted to see them die, but I wouldn't want them to hurt from my death. So, and I was here to watch them die. I was here to help them, to be with them. Which we just lost Mom in February. I know from the heart attack and the NDE, I don't view death like a lot of people. And some people say, well, that's why. You're one up on us. And maybe I am. But it still hurts to see them go. It does. Mom fought cancer. She fought it through conventional, what little conventional she had time to do. And it failed. See, it don't work for all of us. Conventional, alternative. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. And what works on one cancer may not work on another cancer. Those are the things I lost. And what I gained was that. And a year of fighting for my next breath, which, thanks to the radiation damage, I still do. Mostly at night when I'm asleep. But, it's okay because my grandkids have gotten to know me better. I've had more time with my wife, my kids, my family and friends. So, all that glitters is not gold, and all that don't glitter is trash, and all that doesn't glitter is trash. Oh, and I've gained weight from the prednisone. That's a bad one. Been that and poor diet. It's my wish that the people who are trying to get the information out, that there are alternatives to some cancers, for some people, in pursuit of the beast, which is what I would call the pharmaceutical company, in pursuit of that beast, do not slip, trip, and become the beast. Because many times if you catch a beast, you become a beast. It's kind of like fight fire with fire. I don't know what moron come up with that. Probably the same idiot that come up with no pain, no gain. There's another saying that's completely stupid. Or you've got to have stress in your life. No, you don't. You're going to have, but no, you don't. Or recently, there was a preacher and he made this thing on the internet about if you were sick, that was from demons and devils, and you weren't right with God, you must be a sinner. Well, we're all sinners. And what if God just gives us events? He leaves it up to us to be good or bad. What if we're graded on that? It's funny, the ones of us that disagreed with this dude, they went in and they took off everybody that disagreed with his statements, which were not out of line, and they were not unscriptural. They were scriptural. His were not. His were twisted. It's funny how some people, and these are normally the blessed people, these are the people who will fall quicker than anybody. Because through trials and tribulations we get stronger, or we die. Some get weaker. But it's trials and tribulations that grow us as individuals. It doesn't mean that the person didn't grow if they didn't live through cancer. It doesn't mean they made stupid decisions. It just means that God said no. I was given the opportunity once to do a thing for TED. They liked my blog. I could record it and put it up, but they wanted the religion left out of it. Now, if religion to you is going around and deciding who's going to heaven and who's going to hell and who's worthy and who's not worthy, that's not a good religion. But if by religion you mean faith, love, kindness, peace, then that's a Christian. Like it or not, read the Bible for what it is, not for what you want it to be. But anyway, they told me, they said, you leave out the religion part. We would like for you to do a series. And I declined. I don't regret that decline. Because like I told her, without that, you're not going to make it. You know, the time for asking, why me, is gone. There never was really a time for that. Why not? Why not you? Why not I? Life will be different after conventional therapy, but life's going to be different after cancer. If it's a battle, you'll either be stronger or you'll be weaker. That's your determination. That's your. Physically, you have no control. Inside, what matters? That's you. That's me. And the minute that I go out and say you're an idiot for having this done, or you're an idiot for going that route, or you're an idiot for going that route, this is the only way to go, then I become an idiot myself. I become a beast, much like the medical complex is now. The people working in it are as much a victim to it as the people who are victimized by it. But it's not going to change, because this is our food structure, I think, is the number one underlying cause. And the vaccine structure, we're run by greedy people. Cancer is their cash cow. It's their population control. This is everything to them. Diabetes is right behind it. Rather than which I mean, it's good that all the therapy should be expressed that work. Rather than focus on that, the people who don't have cancer, ponder this. Why can we give a 100-year-old man an erection? Send a satellite out of our solar system. Land a probe on Mars. Probe deep waters. And yet we can't cure diabetes, cancer, MS, MD. If anything, we're adding new ones, and that's probably coming through the chemtrails. Or persistent contrails, whatever you want to call it. For those who do believe in God and the Bible, we were created to care for the earth, not destroy it. And when we destroy what we have, what's been given us, we destroy ourselves. And when we try to perfect something God's made, that's never been tried once. That's what got the world flooded. You do not perfect what a perfect God creates. So, the food. Don't focus on just BT corn. It's bad. BT anything is bad. But so is genetically modified that's not BT. Anything that's modified from its format. And you'll hear these people say, well, corn used to be the size of your little finger. Farmers, through a natural process, done this. They didn't take a slice of DNA, give it a virus, shoot a foreign DNA in there so that it would grow. God didn't make that. This is probably why I'll never be on TV again. I'm not willing to conform. I know what comes next. I know there's a loving God waiting for us. And I also know, even though by grace are ye saved, you'll know a tree by its fruit. And for the people who say by grace are ye saved, and that's true, not by works alone, lest any man should boast, you need to read the rest of the chapter. Or flip back to when Jesus said, many will call, few will be chosen. And he'll say, Lord, Lord, did I not prophesy in your name? And he'll say, depart from me, I never knew you. That's the people like these preachers that are preaching hate. How is it we can blow a person up? This is what cancer causes. It causes you to grow closer to God. And if you get closer to God, you're going to want to quit all this craziness and foolishness of the wars. Why? You'll learn to appreciate the things that are different. And you'll learn to be appreciative of every day that's a good day. And when you get up in the morning like the old Indians used to face their teepees towards the east so that it would greet the sun, and they would get up and they said, thank you to the Great Spirit for a good day. Cowboy looks over and he says, hey, it's going to be a good day. Indian says, if you can't find good in the day, the fault's not in the day. With cancer, I learned this.